You're watching Leak TV.
I'm more into the movie side of my life. I used to do a lot of musical supervision within the studios and most of these rappers here and that, but now I'm geared more to movies, so independent. I'm a writer, actor, producer, director.
Stand on it. If he ran off with them grams, you gotta.
First Tuesday is a full-length motion picture that I wrote by myself back in 2014. You know, when we shot that, it was a big budget, and due to a lot of red tape, it's finally coming through, and we're about to release that. And that movie there, I'm telling you, it's like comedy, drama, reality, all in one. You're gonna probably have to see it more than once because the way I wrote it, I mean, it's funny on funny. It's layered with funny on funny. You're gonna be laughing, or somebody else is gonna be laughing. You're not gonna be able to hear the next funny, thing come in play. So I'm just telling you, there's gonna be a lot of laughing. It's gonna be a lot of stomach ache laughing. I mean, tear jerking laughing. But you're gonna enjoy it.
It took the stairs on your meds, you gotta stand on it. If you got people.
The story is about three individuals, which is Peanut, Slurpee, and then we got Dre Robertson. He plays the third character. But they end up messing up let's say a shipment of drugs that they was using to get on, keep their business, keep their rent. But a dealer by the name of Mr. H from Chicago sends down way more than they was suspected or supposed to get. And he told them they better get rid of it regardless. Now, Peanut, which is played by Little Scooty, he's the one that got his head together and has a job. So you got Big Slurpee, which is Baby Dookie, and then you got Dre Robertson, you know what I'm saying? Them the two that basically mess up everything. So then during that duration, they had to come up with a way to even pay back Mr. H and get some money. So there's always this first Tuesday party at the big club that pulls in crazy numbers. And Dre used to work for that, work for Mr. Grizzly, who owns that club, which is played by me. So they decide to rob the club of the money.
In the gym, you gotta stand on them. Stand on them.
And so there's a lot of funniness, a lot of drama. We got Crazy K in there. Like I said, Baby Dookie, Dre Robinson. We have Little Scooty, of course. We even got Wiz in there. We got Jason Reed, you know what I'm saying, who is also known as Space Dad. We got what's my dude, Brandon Hot Sauce, the comedian. We got Marcus Combs, the comedian. I mean, it's just filled with a lot of faces that you're gonna see, know, and a lot of places and artifacts around the city that you're gonna know is Naptown. Put it that way.
If that nigga talking shit, that make him stand on it. Bitch, I'm talking.
I sit there and do all the characters in my head myself. I sit up there, okay, I'm this character. Put that down. Then I might be her over here. Why would I put that down? So I have all these voices and characters in my head. You know what I'm saying? So it's almost kind of hard for me to work with a team like that because they always in my head unless they just kind of sit down and gel with me. But for the most part, I can just sit there and pick who I want because they're going to play themselves. That's the character I want that I'm seeing already. So it's not too hard for them, to play that part because they're playing themselves.
Cause I'ma stand on it. Blue $100 bills got rubber bands on it.
And Two Sides, which is on YouTube. It's also Naptown, all Naptown. You can watch it. Just put up Two Sides. That's with Yella and Isotol and Scooty, but it's basically got Yella and Isotol, one from the west and one from the east side, and that's straight drama, street drama, but it was done the same way, same concept, you know. Actually, it was done after First Tuesday and put out before First Tuesday, but you know, that was a smaller budget, even though it looks excellent, you know. And that's one thing that I try to do. I try to use everything here. That way, you know, the cost cutting is you in your location scouting. You use places and people that you know, so you ain't always got to get out at a certain time. So it's you know, I try to use that and use a lot of people. So you know.
Stand on him. If he ran off with them grams, you gotta stand.
What gets me is when people come by and say my part, and they just don't know. I freestyle my parts in there, so that's not really written. So I'll be like, dang, I know that somewhere. You know, that man, that's you was in, or I seen you. I was at a fair one day a couple years ago, and dude that was running these little kids, you know, the train track just broke out. Said a line of mine. He said, boy, Big Barry, boy, you killed it in Tucson. I'm like, dude, I didn't need I know I heard the part, but I didn't know, you know. I'm like, okay, he's saying a part of mine. So that kind of, you know, gets to you. Or somebody called me the other day. I seen you in Dirt on My Boots 5 with Snoop Dogg and woo woo. I said, yeah, okay. You know, it's just like, I know I do it, but I'm just like, you do it and you move on to the next. And we also got I did another movie while I was in the hospital, you know, for a year, waiting on the heart and kidney. But it's Dirt on My Boots, Nasty Out the Gate, which is a Naptown, you know, collab with the Dirt on My Boots, and that's with Curtis Snow and Fig Panamera. So I was in 5 and the other one that I wrote. That was Dirt on My Boots, Nasty Out the Gate, done with Brew, and a lot of others, you know.
Stand on him. If that nigga talking shit, that
The name of my company is Wild Writers Publishing and Films, and also Major League Consulting. I do that for people that's trying to get into, you know, acting. A lot of people seen, you know, how far I took, you know, worked with Tragic and got him going, you know what I'm saying, back and forth from Chicago. So since then, I've been having a few people, you know, call me and get little consulting deals like that. But yeah, and I like to work with strictly that. You know, we do take it on the road. So look out for Trap Jacking, which we'll be taking on the road to Atlanta with Curtis Snow from Snow on the Bluff, and a lot of people from here coming up. So, you know, get at me.